risotto for lunch. And, well, I know, this is like way out of left field question, right?
You're a weirdo Buddhist for a quarter in risotto.
No, what I got was, what kind of weird Chinese bleep is that?
Yeah.
I was like, excuse me, this is Italian fine dining, and I ordered it for lunch. That's an example of a situation you know when you feel that culture, you just need to get out as quickly as possible. But I feel as if in the American corporate culture, it's difficult for some Asians to be taken seriously because we're so quiet most of the time. Now, I don't really have that problem, but I do have the problem that many people have, which is how do you communicate and reach out to people? How do you know the right things to say? How do you make sure that you're being heard, right? Because a lot of people think, oh, well, you're so quiet, you don't want to be rude or disrespectful, so you just tend to rein it all in. But you know you have something to say. How do you do that? So that's been one of the big challenges that I've had to overcome. And part of it is, a lot of people, especially men, they tend to talk over you all the time.
What do you mean?
Or they interrupt, and you say something that you know was a brilliant idea. I mean, you just know in your heart of hearts that it was the most fabulous thing anybody could possibly come up with. And nobody hears you or even acknowledges that you said it. And then some dude stands there, and they say the same exact thing. Sorry, I mean, no, it's not.
Well, I'm thinking that, no.
Oh, yeah, Rich, that's a great idea.
Yeah, right.
Come on, people, really. So how do you do that? How do you get credit for that after the fact? And how do you remain gracious when you do that? So you're still in line with your culture and how you feel about yourself, so you're integral. You just have to take a lot of practice and find the right words and be able to step back and say, excuse me, that's funny that you say that, because I thought that I just said that 2 minutes ago. But if you can say it, the thing that I use a lot is humor. So I'll say it in a way that people think is really sweet and cute, but really I'm trying to get across a bigger point. So that's one of my tools.
But do you kind of think, gosh, should I be using that sort of tactic here? Does that then put me in a space? Shouldn't I be able to use the same tactics everybody else does?
You should be able to, but it's not always the case. And you have to look at every situation in a different way and figure out what's the best way I can react here. And how can I be heard.
So you have an interesting background. So West Point, how did you deal with this dynamic that we're talking about? Not only gender, but also ethnicity.
Well, I find actually in the military, it's a lot more equalized. So you don't really have as many issues with people saying, oh, well, you're Asian or you're black or you're whatever. You're there to do the job, and you all have the same characters and vision, that you were watching out for the buddy next to you, and you're doing patriotic things for God and country, right? So it's less of an issue, actually.
So did that empower you into the position that you are right now? Did it help you